Management is one of the largest private hospitality institutes that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the most foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management. The hugely popular events that they host IIHM International Young Chef Olympiad. As the last dish is plated, they can only wait till the evening for the verdict to be pronounced.
Malaysia!
IIHM as an institute has always been able to define its core objectives clearly over the years. It is an institution that has always worked towards causes that give back to the society. IIHM proudly and aptly calls them food soldiers, a dynamic group of students working tirelessly to ensure a hunger-free world.
Hotel management, hotel plus management. At IIHM, the education is like doing a BBA plus hospitality, because at IIHM we train our students to become global business hospitality managers. In one hand, they are full of knowledge in hospitality, charismatic, and they have got the study skills of very hardcore management subjects like finance, strategic HR, global marketing, and a whole range of the management inputs.
IIHM. For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
Hello, good evening everyone who is watching this video. I am Sushma Roy and we are live here from the Career Studio of International Institute of Hotel Management, Jaipur. We today have assembled here and I'm going to talk a lot about hotels, hospitality and the careers in hospitality and how we as an individual will grow ourselves with this industry. So, giving a brief about myself, I have been associated with this company for the last 4 years and I teach accommodation operations as well as communication to my students. And my journey in IIHM Jaipur has been absolutely amazing, fantastic, and it is a learning experience for me every day. And we over here try and give the same experience to the students also. So talking about hotels, a hotel is a place which is usually called as a home away from home. So that's the basic idea behind the hotel, that whoever visits a hotel should feel that this is the same place where they have been visiting every time. And the experience which the guest gets from a hotel is something which should be memorable for the guest. So this does not happen in a day. So hotel experience is created by the entire team who work relentlessly in the hotels. And when we talk about hotels, we have many things which are a part of hospitality and hotels. And this industry, believe me, is one of the upcoming and the booming industries in the entire world. If we read a lot of newspapers, we must understand that tourism as an all is contributing a lot towards the economy of any country. And in the last few years, we have seen how hotels have increased. And when hotels have increased, the careers in this industry also has increased multi-folds. So when we talk about hotels, we have a hotel is a huge building, but this building doesn't give the feel. It is the staff, it is the employees who are working in this building who along with the building gives us a feel that it is the place where we always want to come back. So before I continue and explain you more about hotels, there is a small little video which will give you a virtual show around of the hotels. And once we look at this video, we will be able to understand what I'm trying to explain. So can we have the video played, please?
Hi, I'm Rogier and let me show you around.
there is some technical error. We would like to apologize since the video is not being played. Let me try and give you a clear idea as to what I wanted to show you through the video. So when we talk about hotels, it's a building, and this hotel industry works. This hotel works on pillars, and these pillars are the departments which are working. So there are 4 major departments in any hotel, and we as a hotel management graduate, we try and work in any of these departments which the students like. So the first and the foremost department which I'm going to talk about is the housekeeping department, also called as accommodation operations. So this is the department which is actually the department which gives us a feel that we are in our home. This is the department which works very closely with the guest rooms and the entire upkeep of the hotel. Because when we walk into a hotel, we kind of enter a place which gives us a wow feeling. So when a person is walking in, the first experience is the hotel when we look at the hotel. So that's the experience which housekeeping gives, because this is the department which makes sure that the entire hotel looks great, amazing. So when you enter a hotel, the feel which you get is because of this department. This is the department which also takes care of the guest rooms, where a guest spends the most of his time in the guest rooms. So this is a department which requires a lot of hard work, and it requires a lot of eye for detail. The second department which is very important as housekeeping is front office. So this is the second most important department, and this department is the department which is the face of the hotel. The face of the hotel, because this department is the department which actually meets the guest when you enter a hotel. So when you have neatly, well done, good looking gentlemen and ladies welcoming you in a hotel in crisp uniforms and taking the check-in and the check-outs, escorting to the guest rooms, attending to the guest complaints, taking your reservations, all these things are handled by the second department which we are talking about, and that is front office department. So front office and housekeeping together are called as the rooms division department in hotels, and they are responsible for generating a lot of profits and income for the hotels, because the rooms of the hotels generate most of the income, and this departments contribute towards that income. Moving on, the next 2 departments are like twins which cannot work without each other, and those departments are the food production, which is the kitchen department, and the food and beverage services. So let's talk about the kitchen department, the food production department. So this is the department which basically is making sure that the guest, whoever is coming and walking into a 5-star hotel, is getting good, appetizing, clean, hygienic, and very good looking food. Now you must be wondering why I'm saying good looking food, because before we taste the food, we are tasting the food with our eyes. So the look, the visual appeal of the food is very important. So we have highly trained chefs working in the hotel, working really hard to give that kind of an experience to the guest. And the very important thing which I can say you is, if you visit a hotel again and again and you order the same dish, you will not find a difference in the taste even in your 10th visit. That's the kind of standardization which hotels believe, and that's the kind of experience which hotels give to the guest. Next is the food and beverage service department. This department is the department where you can see that I'm sitting in a restaurant over here. This is the department which handles these beautiful restaurants and all the food outlets of the hotel. So there are a lot of hotels which are offering coffee shop services. We have specialty restaurants, you have bars, you have banquets, you have patios, you have swimming pool cafes, a lot of outlets where the guests can sit, relax, enjoy the food. So this is the department which works they take a lot of efforts in creating this kind of an experience. So these 4 departments which I've tried and given an idea to you are the 4 major departments of a hotel who actually work really, really hard to give that experience, that memorable experience to any guest, which the guest is not going to forget very soon. Apart from these, there are many other supporting departments which definitely need support from all the other departments. They are like the backbone, and these are the 4 major departments which actually come in contact with the guest. So that was about hotels. and the departments of the hotels. So I hope I have been able to give you a clear idea about the working of these departments. So you must be wondering, why am I talking about these departments? Why am I talking about the departments of a hotel when we are talking about a career? The career in hotels industry is directly related to these departments, because a student who takes up hotel management as a profession, they are going to work in any of these departments when they walk out of their institutes. So you can expect a person to be a chef. You can, if you like food and beverage services, you can kind of handle the restaurants. If you are more interested in interacting with the guests and welcoming them and making sure that their experience is memorable, then you can take up front office. And if you are a person who is not afraid of hard work and you are a person who has absolute good eye for detail, then housekeeping is your cup of tea. So students, we encourage students to take up the careers depending upon their own choices and their own understandings and their own passions. So careers in hotels and hospitality is something which is limitless. It's not just limited to hotels, or it's not limited to a particular brand. So when we have hotels, there was a time when I was a student, and about a few years back, and there were very few limited hospitality and hotel brands which were a part of our country. But when we look at this industry right now, you have so many upcoming brands, so many opportunities which the students can take up. You have brands like Hyatt, Taj, Oberoi, Marriott. You have brands like Accor group of hotels, and many, many more brands which are coming up to India, because tourism in India is increasing. Over the last 1 year, we did see that the industry has reshaped itself and they have adopted a lot of technology. And when we look back, you can say that this 1 year was like a learning experience to the hotels. And the entire industry has bounced back, and right now the hotels are doing great business. And we have a lot of guests who are traveling and experiencing these hotels, and this industry is demanding a lot of manpower. So the careers in this industry are in a boom. It's just that we need to pick the right department, and there is no limit for your growth. So careers, we can have F&B managers, you can turn out to be a celebrity chef someday. You can be some amazing general managers in a few years down the line with the experiences which we gain in this industry. Apart from hotels, there are many, many more career options which a hotel management graduate can get. Believe me, these opportunities have increased drastically, and there are many, many students who take up these alternate careers as per their interest. You have cruise liners as a very good option, one of the most highly paying industry. It requires a lot of hard work, but at the end of the day, when you earn in pounds and dollars and you're able to save lakhs and lakhs of rupees at the end of the day, who will not be interested to give that kind of hard work? So cruise liners is a very good option. You have retail sector, which is increasingly picking up the hospitality professionals, because retail sector likes hospitality students for their confidence, for their communication skills, for their personality. So retail sector is one of the upcoming industries which are demanding hospitality trained professionals and students. Apart from retail industry and cruise, we have many other standalone restaurants. There are many, many standalone restaurants which are serving amazingly, and they're doing great business. And they're not even having outlets in India, but there are few reputed brands like Indian Accent and many other brands which have branches outside India also. So you can understand the kind of services, the fine dining, the kind of food which is offered in these restaurants. And believe me, this industry is also picking up, and there are many students who can make a career in these standalone restaurants. And if you're somebody who does not want to work after a few years, you want to start something of your own, so you are most welcome. This industry gives you lots and lots of opportunities to start something of your own. You can become an entrepreneur, you can become your own boss. There are many, many examples, live examples, where people have started by opening up something small little cafes and outlets of their own, and now they are really doing so well that they have become the mentors or the examples for the future. So careers in this industry is something which I definitely may not be able to cover in this session, because that's the kind of options which you can have after working in this industry. So let me tell you why are these students being picked up from hospitality into so many different fields. But there is a very strong reason, because hotel management course or hospitality industry is not developing just an individual, it is developing a complete package. A professional, a hospitality people who are being trained in such a way that they have so many qualities and attributes in them which becomes so important, and that's the reason the industry are looking forward for these students. Now let's talk a little bit about the attributes or the kind of standards which the hospitality people must have, and if they don't have, they can gain these standards. That's the reason we have this industry. So before we move ahead, the video which I would like to show, a quick walkthrough of one of the Hilton hotels, which will give you an idea as to why I have been talking that we have hotels, which gives you a feel of a home away from home. So let's take a look at this video, please.
Hi, I'm Rogier, and let me show you around in our lovely Hilton Rotterdam. In total, we offer 254 bedrooms divided over 10 floors. Our entry-level guest rooms are featured with a king or a twin bed and either a bath or a walk-in rain shower. Welcome to our upper lobby. This is the place where all our 7 meeting rooms are located. We'll now go into the Chardonnay Ballroom. This is our Chardonnay Ballroom, and as you can see, it's featured with monumental glass art windows from the 1960s. This is our call single suite with a 180-degree view over the city center of Rotterdam and perfectly suitable for meetings or dinners. Welcome to Restaurant Jacques. This is our place where we serve breakfast and also a unique all-day dining concept. And for a quick coffee to go, it's the perfect spot. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you very soon in our beautiful city of Rotterdam.
So that was the video. That was a beautiful Hilton hotel which we have seen. Until now, you just heard me talking about hotels, and now you have seen the kind of a place which we are talking about. So if you feel you are the one who would like to work in this industry, then trust me, you are going to enjoy and you're going to learn so many things that every day will be a learning experience for every one of us. So when we talk about a five-star hotel, we know the standards, we know the expectations of the guest who's walking into this hotel. So so to meet these expectations of the guest, we need professionals who are confident, who have great personality, who have excellent communication skills, who have such amazing outlook towards the industry, towards the guest, about knowledge about the world, and many, many more. Apart from these skills, there are a lot of other soft skills which the hospitality professionals are trained upon, like they are great with their positive attitude, empathy, body language, and they even know how to work patiently for very long hours and a very bad day, but the smile on the face is just not going anywhere. So there are many, many attributes which a hospitality professional is going to learn, and these professionals are going to grow as individuals and not just as hotel management graduates. If I talk about myself, I usually teach my students and I give a live example of myself that I was a very introvert child, a very shy child, and I was somebody who was very scared of talking to strangers. But trust me, now the entire credit of the change of personality is given to this industry, because hotel management, the kind of exposure which I have got when I was working with the Taj group of hotels, is something which has shaped me into a completely different personality. And I owe this entire change or entire makeover of myself to this industry. So trust me, if you are somebody who is interested in taking up challenges every day, if you are somebody who is not wishing to confine yourself to a 4x4 cubicle and sit and work, and if you are somebody who wants to meet people, talk with people, and meet so many nationalities and learn about their culture, you are somebody who likes taking up challenges on a daily basis, then this industry is for you. The career in this industry is going to take you to some great heights, which any one of us must not have expected. And the prospects of this industry is growing day by day. And I have repeatedly told you in this video that tourism is a booming industry of every country. The tourism, the contribution which this industry is making to the entire GDP of a country is increasingly, day by day, it's increasing, and the government of every country is looking forward for tourism to give them a good source of income. And the people working in this industry are the real heroes who are the reason behind this income, who are the reason behind this remarkable experience which every person who enters a hotel gets it. When we walk into a restaurant, we order one of the dish from the menu, and within a few minutes, we have a nice looking gentleman who serves the food on the table. But have you ever thought that the food which is being brought up to your table must have so much of hard work behind this food, which you must not have seen? And that's the kind of efforts which is put up by the hospitality professionals in every small little thing we do. So moving on, guys, so we have spoken about hotels in general, the departments in hotels, what are the various departments, and we have spoken about the career prospects which we can have if we have taken up hotel management as our course. Now, talking about the attributes which I have just touched is the skills which hospitality professionals will have. Those are communication skills, personality in all develops, your control over body language, your control over your mind. You know how to tackle a guest without getting hyper. You know how to tackle an angry guest. At the same time, maintain the smile and the calmness, positive attitude, passion to give the best every day. All these things are required. These are the attributes which every hospitality professional must have in them. And if they don't have, these things do get developed slowly and steadily as and when we start working in this industry, as and when we start learning about this industry. So when we look at ourselves a few years back, when we start this journey, and when we are maybe 5 years in this field, you can make so much of difference in yourself that you will be amazed that this was you 5 years back and this is you right now. So that's something which this industry is going to give to us. Now, I as a hospitality professional was working in the department called as housekeeping, a department which usually is called as the backbone of the hotel, because this is the department which walks into any corner of the hotel. I mean, any corner of the hotel you walk in, and if it's looking good, that credit goes to this department. Housekeeping as a department is something which requires a lot of hard work, passion, and eye for detail. Eye for detail is one attribute which a housekeeper should have. So I was working in housekeeping. I worked for more than a decade with that group of hotels, and it was a very good learning experience. I must say that this department has changed my perspective of looking at various places. It has changed my perspective of arranging the clutter-free rooms, making sure that a simple area looks very nice. So when we talk about housekeeping, I would like to give you a little brief about this department. This department is a backbone. It might not be visible to the guest every time, but this is something which is of a huge support for a hotel. And without this department, I mean, when this department stops working, that's when we realize that this is the importance. So housekeeping, as I said, takes care of the entire hotel, the upkeep of the hotel, the maintenance of the hotel. You walk into a hotel, you walk into a lobby, and you have beautiful looking flower arrangements. The area smells good. The entire area looks spick and span, as if it's straight out of a photograph, it's straight out of a picture. So this entire credit is done by this department. So housekeeping is a department in a hotel which has the largest major manpower, and this department takes the credit of making sure that the entire rooms, which is a major source of income for a hotel, are well maintained and they are up to the standards. So this department, as in all, has a lot of people working under them for all 24 hours, work in different shifts. So this is a department which works throughout, day in, day out, for all 365 days. So the attributes which a student requires to walk into this department is they require a lot and lots of passion, because without passion you cannot excel in any of the departments. You require great eye for detail. Patience is the third quality, because as I said, this department is the department which has huge manpower. So when you have to deal with a lot of human beings around you, you need a lot of patience in you. You cannot just get annoyed when things are not working as per you. So when you have to deal manpower, you need a lot of patience. You need the art of getting work done from them. So housekeeping is a department which deals with all these things. Apart from guest rooms and other spaces upkeep, the other particular areas which this department takes care of are the flowers, the flower arrangement. There's a florist in hotels who takes care of all these flower arrangements, and it is completely handled by housekeeping as a department. We have laundry. Laundry is one of the major areas of housekeeping, which takes care of the entire laundry of the hotel, of the staff, of the guests as well. So laundry, the linen which is taken care in the laundry is also handled by housekeeping. Uniforms are taken care by housekeeping department. We have spick and span uniforms of every department you enter. You get so impressed with people because they are well dressed, and these uniforms are maintained by housekeeping department. Apart from florists, apart from flowers, apart from uniforms, apart from laundry, you have other small little things like you have horticulture. So when you walk into a hotel, you have many resorts which have acres and acres of landscaping, and these landscaping are maintained by the hard-working gardeners of a hotel, and this section comes under housekeeping. So when we start talking about the subsections of this department, you must be wondering there are so many things which this department does. So yes, this department does a lot of things, and a person who is handling this department needs to be a multi-skilled person with a lot of control over your brains, because this is a department where you need to work under pressure, but you will be just amazed by the amount of patience which people working in this department has. So this was my little inputs about housekeeping, as I have worked in this department. So I obviously would feel more and happy to share my experiences about this department. So guys, this was about hotels and the attributes of the hotels, the department of hotels, and the career of hotels. So I hope I was able to give you a fair enough idea about hospitality industry and hotels and the careers in the hotels. Looking forward for many more sessions where we can actually share our knowledge with you and make sure that all the doubts are cleared and you guys are having fantastic career options which are clear to you. So that's it from my side, and very good evening, and see you very soon. Take care, guys. And hoping to meet you all very soon. And the next, we will try and give you as much as information as we can on the various attributes and the various careers of hospitality. And I'm sure there are many students who are looking forward for such kind of sessions because they must be having a lot of questions as to what they need to do in future. So these kind of career seminars are going to clear your doubts. And International Institute of Hotel Management is a reputed brand, which is India's most famous institute providing hotel management course, and it has many more branches, and it believes in perfection. It believes that the students who are working over here, the students who are learning with us should be treated, should be given such good inputs from us that they make good for themselves in the industry. So thank you so much, and
IIHM, popularly known as the International Institute of Hotel Management, is one of the largest private hospitality institutes that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management.
Thank you, Dr. Bose, for great leadership that you have demonstrated with IIHM for the hospitality industry.
IIHM students are gold and platinum, and when they come out, they should have a graduate gold badge and platinum badge to say, I am an IIHM student.
Best institute in India, and of course, one of the best in the world as well now, right? And you have this opportunity to start your career with.
We were actually shaped up in the college days only. So I think that helped us overall in terms of grooming and then getting trained for the future.
I have a restaurant chain called Kama Sutra Restaurant Chain in London, Edinburgh, Glasgow, and I also run my travel company head office based in Manchester.
We have a lot to thank you to IIHM because it's shaped our career. These 3 years in our life was very important to actually give us an insight of the industry and what we are actually getting into.
I'm presently working for Al Ghalia company in Bahrain.
Once we are talking to somebody and tell them that we are from IIHM Kolkata, so the respect comes from the front of our face that, well, we are from the same that college.
And it was taught to me by then professor of ours, Mr. Shamit Chaudhary, that if you are into hotel management, you have to be a biggest listener.
At the IIHM, you will learn how practically you will be in the industry. So it's not only about the books and giving exam and getting the marks.
From the college, I got enough knowledge about the winery, beverages and the food, and that incorporate into my internship.
They become street smart studying in IIHM.
Definitely, I look back myself, what I've studied in IIHM has definitely helped me to shape in my career.
I got another scholarship through my club called Single Pro, and that's how I became the Saka Sommelier.
College days was my golden days in IIHM. So it's a teamwork IIHM got in with students, with friends and faculty.
I started from JW at Pune. I worked there for 1.5 years. Then later on I
got opportunity to work in this Carlton Riyadh.
Hands-on experience, etc., that they must be getting in the institute, the communication skills that I'm sure you are honing into them, that gives them that extra leverage. Are actually a little smarter in their approach.
My journey in Australia started back in 2010. It's my 10th year running in the country, presently based at the Melbourne Convention and Exhibition Centre.
Right now working in the Oberoi Mauritius as the chef de cuisine.
We had a great set of faculties even back then who were industry experts.
And my last assignment was with IB School Kolkata.
Now for last 11 years with Hyatt Regency, Hyatt brand, worked with Regency and Park brand.
As a hotel school, IIHM currently is the best hotel school in the country because it believes in teaching you by making you do stuff.
We are glad that we have many students who pass out of there and join us.
Out of every 10 employees, there will be 2 from that college.
And definitely IIHM give a lot of confidence. IIHM has boasted a lot actually in me.
Thank the team of IIHM for igniting the spark in us to identify our goal.
Basically working in Thailand and living in Thailand.
And I believe that wherever everyone is right now, it has to be attributed to the time spent in IIHM.
What came across in the students of IIHM was the energy, and that energy could be put to good use in the industry for sure. And if they have that, then the sky is the limit.
The owner of Style Plus Group Hospitality and Stay Metro Apart Hotels based in Scotland, and more importantly, a proud alumni of IIHM Kolkata batch.
97 pass out to Melbourne now.
Hello everyone, I'm Varun Tej, passed out student of IIHM Hyderabad in year 2020. Right now I'm in Switzerland doing my internship.
I did my bachelor's degree from IIHM Calcutta. I came over here and completed my program in hospitality. Right now I am doing artisan distillery.
My name is Anshul. I'm from IIHM Bangalore. So I'm here in Agri College now. I came here through IIHM, sending me here to learn new things and experience new opportunities.
My thank you to IIHM to helping me, giving me this opportunity to stand where I am today.
Started my career with ITC Bangalore Whitefield. After the year, I was also a part of Fairfield Marriott Pune. I was also a part of pre-opening team.
IIHM has adapted onto online so that they don't suffer. At the same time, the students who are banking upon them, they don't suffer.
How IC has evolved and what experience did I have meeting them was amazing.
We as hoteliers, we are very fortunate that we see it upfront.
So I think it's very exciting because it gives all these young chefs a chance to meet, to ideate, and to actually create.
Everybody has the wish to hang around with him. So he is so nice. I have things to learn from him, a lot of things to learn from him.
This would have pride of place not in my office, home, but in my heart.